You are watching TV9 News. I am Amrita. Now, one of the pillars of the budget was healthcare sector, and the finance minister also rightfully began with healthcare, acknowledging the importance it holds in today's time of the pandemic. Now, here are some of the key highlights that the budget 2021 gave to healthcare sector. First and foremost, the government has launched PM Atmanirbhar Swasth Bharat Yojana, in which the government has allocated 64,184 crore rupees, which is spread over a period of 6 years, under which urban health centers, integrated public health labs, block public health units, National Center for Disease Control, strengthening 5 regional branches of the same, 20 metropolitan health surveillance unit, integrated health information portal, connecting all the public health labs, PHUs at airports and other entry points, health emergency operations centers, mobile hospitals will be set up. Secondly, National Institution for One Health, a regional research platform for World Health Organization, will be set up. Other than that, 9 biosafety level 3 labs will be set up, along with 4 regional national institutes for virology. Moreover, the government has launched Mission Poshan 2.0 for merging supplementary nutrition program. Under vaccine, the government is allocating nearly 35,000 crore rupees for COVID-19 vaccination program, which can also be increased if required. The government has also proposed 2 bills, one National Commission for Allied Healthcare Professional Bill, and the second one National Nursing and Midwifery Commission Bill, which will be taken up later. More details regarding these bills are awaited. Moreover, the government seems to be focusing on sanitization and hygiene, and it has allocated for Jal Jeevan Mission Urban almost rupees 2,87,000 crore rupees, for Urban Swachh Bharat Mission 2.0 1,41,678 crore rupees, and for Clean Air 2,217 crore rupees over a period of time. So not just the hospital, but healthcare and infrastructure, the government is also prioritizing sanitization and hygiene. Now, in total, the government is allocating 2,23,846 crore rupees for healthcare sector for 2021-2022 alone. Now, this is nearly 137% increase from what was allocated last year. That is what the finance minister has said. Now, also let's listen into what Dr. Vivekananda Jha of the George Institute of Global Health has to say about the union budget.
Well, we do need to increase our investment in the healthcare sector by a lot. The government has also accepted it. The government has said that it needed to double its healthcare expenditure. So any increase is welcome. But as you said, the devil is going to be in the details. So we need to see how this expenditure increase is going to be broken down. How much of the already committed budgets are included in this or not? For example, the National Health Mission. Is it already included in this, or is that going to be separate? But more importantly, how is this increase in spending going to be invested? Is it going to be invested only in identifying and treating diseases, or is it going to be invested in prevention and increasing health system resilience? Because the latter is the one that is going to be much more viable and yield much more value for money and dividend in the long run. So that's something which we'll need to wait and see the final print, which always takes a day or two to come out.
True. And one more, highlight of the healthcare budget allotment is the launch of Prime Minister PM Atmanirbhar Swasth Bharat Yojana, which they have allotted around 64,000 crore rupees over the period of 6 years. So here that would mean 10,000 crore rupees approximately per year. And this forms a major chunk of the entire healthcare budget, as in the plan at least. So do you think that's a very, small amount and it should have been more?
It is a relatively small amount, to be honest. But I think it's there, as compared to zero, which was the amount that we had until a few hours ago. So It's a good start, but we have a long way to go. I think becoming self-resilient means our investment in a lot of things. Most importantly, research, healthcare research. We do need to increase our investment in healthcare research by orders of magnitude.
And as part of the other plans, the government also wants to set up 9 biosafety level 3 labs and a platform for WHO to research. So do you think that's a step ahead in research and development?
India needs hundreds of R&D facilities in healthcare. We are a country of 1.4 billion people. We want to be world leaders in research, and so there is no limit to the investment that will be required. So
All right.
the investment in these BSL-3 facilities is, again, as I said, a good start. But what we need is investment on the kind of healthcare which will make sure that the knowledge that we have even currently on how to improve the health of populations around the country, it reaches the people who need them. So this is investment in implementation science, implementation research, strengthening of the workforce that goes out in the field, strengthening of healthcare research community, which goes outside the laboratories and into the communities, taking a more research from bench to bedside and from the bedside to the communities.
So the finance minister also made a mention of the bills that they will be taking up. One is National Commission for Allied Healthcare Professional Bill. The other one is National Nursing and Midwifery Commission Bill. So we do not have the details yet about what these bills are. But do you believe that it's another step forward in like we spoke about the training of healthcare professionals?
Of course, allied healthcare professionals are going to be a big part of healthcare delivery in the next 20 years. We know that we are desperately short of doctors, and dependence on physician-centric model of healthcare is not going to take us very far so far as delivery of essential healthcare to the entire Indian health community is concerned. We need to rope in this huge untapped resource. We have shown through research programs that if used appropriately with support, with the use of technology, etc., the allied healthcare workforce can be a huge enabler of ensuring high quality healthcare delivery to communities.
You can leave your thoughts in the comment section down below about what you think of the budget allocation for healthcare sector. Also like, share and subscribe to TV9 News. Thank you for watching.